Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Show, and this is your morning football update for today, the 11th of August. A couple of Europa League bits and bobs, managerial hires, some stuff going on in Scotland as well to talk about today. Let's start with that Europa League business. Last night we had Manchester United going through in the Europa League. Let's have a little look here. What turned out to be a quite frustrating night for United as they came up against a goalkeeper having one of those nights. This is the first of many things we can show here. Mason Greenwood going through. He's going to get done by VAR on the offside there. That is Greenwood again there. You can see just towards the edge of the box. He's hit that low shot to the keeper's left off the post. A whole string of chances here. That is Bruno Fernandes hitting then the other post. This is Martial as the keeper. Jonsson has the game of his life. But into extra time, Martial brought down. That says Bjelland. Didn't Bjelland used to play for Brentford? Someone fact check me on that one in the comments. And Bruno Fernandes, quite the influence now at Manchester United, steps up, and the keeper isn't unbeatable, but it took a penalty to beat him in this one. You can see to the keeper's right, Fernandes sticking the penalty in the corner for the winning goal. So United now set for a 16th of August. Sorry, Manchester United. Fans of other teams don't like it when I call them United. A 16th of August there, that's Sunday. They're going to play the quarter-final four winner. And have a look tonight. There is quarter-final four. Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Sevilla. Could be an all-English semi-final in the Europa League. Otherwise, Inter Milan also going through yesterday. And that is Barella. Quite the finish, actually. Look at that little gap there to the right-hand side of both of those defenders as they look. Barella with the outside of his right foot. Little snick off the first player, I think. But he finds that gap with a really lovely finish for 1-0. Romelu Lukaku, you can see, laying down on the floor in the middle of that still, has rolled his defender and just slid that round the keeper. You can see Ashley Young behind him appealing with some vigour for a penalty. But, well, maybe it would have been given anyway. Who knows? But Lukaku slides that ball in for 2-0. And as everybody has reported since, a new record, scoring in his 9th consecutive Europa League game. So brilliant stuff from Romelu Lukaku. Brilliant stuff as ever from Kai Havertz, who's just sensational, isn't he? Seems to just score every single game he plays in. He makes it 2-1 there. But Inter and Antonio Conte get through. They are set to go against quarter-final 3 winner on Monday night. So an extra day there over Shakhtar and Basel. Bal. No, you pronounce it. My Swiss is not good. So, yeah, they'll go tonight, and the winner of that one will go against Inter in the semi-final. So that is the Europa League. Again, as I say, Europa League go tonight, and then we get 4 straight days of Champions League. Great stuff. Speaking of straight days, it seems like we've had about 100 straight days of Jaden Sancho transfer rumours. Well, apparently that's all done. I mean, if you believe that, you believe anything. But Sancho will remain at Borussia Dortmund next season, says the club's sporting director, Michael Zorc. Comes on the day of the deadline set. So does that just mean, well, the deadline's gone now, so the price has just gone up another 20 million quid or something? Maybe that's what it means. But does it put paid to this ongoing saga, which was reported muchly through lockdown as well, on Jaden Sancho coming to the Premier League? Manchester United and Manchester City certainly in competition there. Coronavirus stuff. Obviously, we've had some issues up in Scotland with some Aberdeen players. We've now got a Celtic player, Bolignoli, apologising there over a quarantine breach there. He played in Sunday's match against Kilmarnock despite having recently returned from Spain, guilty of an error of judgment. This could be an interesting one, couldn't it? Because we've had cup ties before where ineligible players have played, and there's been really severe sanctions for that. Players have had to. Do I remember one in the 90s, West Ham and Villa, where someone came on as a sub and they had to go back and replay the game? Am I remembering that correctly? But certainly there's been big sanctions. Are you, by football law, ineligible? I don't know, but by actual law, and is it in law or is it a recommendation? I don't know. This will be an interesting one to see what the sanctions are for this Celtic player and appearing in that game when he should have been quarantining. More pertinently, though, the bottom of that report, I didn't have it on the still, said they may be having to consider a pause in the Scottish Premier League for COVID. So this is the world we live in now. Yesterday, we had lots of fun and games because, Bristol City have procrastinated for about 5 weeks in confirming Dean Holden as their head coach. Anyone who's been following the story will know that we've all had our finger on the button in terms of this one for a long, long while. We knew he'd accepted the job yesterday morning, so I went ahead with my reaction video, you can see, which is 22 hours old now. Did get the odd comment saying, oh, it hasn't been announced. Well, I knew it hadn't been announced. Later in the evening, it was announced. Remember, Lee Johnson, I think 4th of July, when he was sacked from the job. 5 games to go. Dean Holden's had it ever since. And then we've had links with Chris Hughton, Paul Cook, Stephen Gerrard, all sorts of names, Alex Neil, who's the Berry guy, Ryan Lowe, all sorts of names, as I say, being mentioned for that one. In the end, they've gone for Dean Holden, the former assistant. I've given my thoughts in detail on the video. Needless to say, my Bristol City friends are not happy with the length of time this has taken and really with the ambition of the club there, essentially going for the assistant to the guy who was in charge of a failed regime 5 weeks ago. So you can just see down the bottom there, they've tried bringing in Keith Downing and Paul Simpson, who've been working for England representative teams. They're the under-20s, I think, and the under-19s possibly. Did that say? Sorry, I should be able to get this information correct there. Yeah, under-19s and under-20s there. So Dean Holden in Bristol City, which means in the Championship now, we're just waiting for Watford to go, and we have a full 24 set of managers. You'll notice I haven't done much in the way of transfers the past few days. We don't do transfers in these football updates. You can see, in fact, 4 days ago was my last transfer update. So I will do so today. Obviously, a few deals going through. Particularly, this channel generally focuses on Championship matters. So plenty to talk about with that. So maybe that'll be the next video we do today. Right, that is the football update for this morning. I hope you have enjoyed, and please, any thoughts on any of those stories? So Manchester United, Inter Milan through in the Europa League, potential Manchester United and Wolverhampton Wanderers Europa League semi-final, all English clash possibly coming up. Was it at the back end of the weekend? I think it was slated for, or early next week. Forgive me, I've forgotten what it said on that slide. Then other stories, Dean Holden, obviously, we just mentioned, Jaden, Sancho, and some issues in Scotland with quarantine and COVID, and Celtic there and Aberdeen as well. So get your comments in on any of that stuff. As ever, I'll always bang the drum. I say this on every video. We're not doing a good job with commenting and communicating with each other as people online. So please do your bit. Keep your comments polite, civil. Don't talk to anybody the way you wouldn't talk to them out on the street or face-to-face. And if you feel you know more about a certain subject than me or another commenter, then don't be a prick. Use your extra knowledge to educate and get a good discussion going. I'm really passionate about us improving that. I know I say it on every video, but until things improve, I'll keep saying it. You can support this channel via Super Chat. Even after the fact, you can still go in, hit that dollar button next to where you pop your comments in there. You can support via Patreon. Lots of people have done so. Patreon exclusive content will be ramping up into the new season. I think we've got 40 Patreons now, which is fantastic. Why? Well, I lost my job because of COVID, and we're giving this a really, really good go here on the channel. But I don't quite have enough subscribers yet, even though it's going brilliantly, to be able to do this part-time or full-time and live off ad revenue just yet. Need to keep growing, and I need your help in the meantime. If that is not an option for you, then that's cool. Just hit the thumbs up button. Please hit subscribe. Got a bit of a glare on it today. 10,000 subscribers. That says we're actually up to 11,000 now, which is fabulous. But moreover, interact, get in the comments. But like I say, let's try and make this a good place. I don't want to say a safe space because that sounds all very 2020 and snowflakey, doesn't it? But let's make it a decent place for people to talk where there's nobody just being a jerk in the comments. It's hard, isn't it? But we'll get there one day. Hey, we managed to police the streets. One day we'll be able to police the internet. Anyway, that is today's football updates. This is likely to be a busy day on the channel. I'm going to go ahead and do a transfer update and hopefully a season review amongst the other stuff I've got to do outside of my YouTubing today. So hopefully 2 or 3 videos up. So really hit that subscribe button. Loads of content, mainly championship stuff day to day, but I'm going to keep these football update videos going. So if you want a general overview in the morning, click here, subscribe, and you will get one very, very regularly here. Okay, right. Thank you everybody for watching. I'm going to get all this uploaded and we'll go on straight to write and record the next video. So the churn continues. Right, thank you everybody for watching, and get your comments in on any of those stories today. Over and out.